How you doing, y'all? Welcome to
Whoa. Dude.
Nappy and Confidence.
Yo, I was getting ready, dude. I was fucking hard.
Well, we have a very special guest today, and it's Jay. So
Hello.
it's definitely special in a lot of ways.
Oh.
How do you feel about that?
It is special in what way? I don't know. Are you trying to call me something?
No, I wasn't. Right? I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, we got a great podcast today. Honestly, there's really only one main topic, and I really want to talk about our toxic patterns in relationships.
Okay.
And we're going to deep dive how our toxic patterns affect all of our relationships. And there's multiple perspectives to our toxic patterns in a lot of the relationships we have. I like that. And we're going to kind of give, it's kind of like a guy's perspective on relationships, but it's just really just a life perspective.
That's good.
Is it good?
No, I like that.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that you like that. That's really important.
Yeah, because I'm talking here. Well, if I didn't like it, then I would be like, fuck, that shit sucks.
Would you tell me?
I would, because then I would be like, yo, we might need to change the topic. We might need to start over.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna start a podcast where I don't know or like what I'm talking about.
That's a really great
but
thing
also
you have.
I guess I am toxic, but also I don't know. I guess you'll tell me how I'm toxic.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the way I want to do it is I kind of want you to, maybe I can tell you what yours is and you can tell me what mine is, but I kind of want you to go first, but we're not going to do this yet.
Okay.
We're going to have to wait because this is really deep.
I feel really kind of in an interesting spot because this is a little embarrassing, but usually like before when we podcast, you would always sit on this side because you said this is your best side.
Okay. You want to know something interesting about that? It's really funny you mentioned that.
Why?
Because what I did was before you came here, I took the camera, I recorded, and I sat in both chairs and acted like I was talking to myself and checked if the side was okay. I checked if my...
No, you know what? I was actually, after I started the other podcast, I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to pick my best side.
You should.
I picked this side.
Is that your better side?
This is my better side, but honestly, also today, I was just really scared that I was not going to be on my better side. And
you cleaned up the other side?
No, I had a pimple on my nose. So that I went to Walgreens today and I went and looked at concealer. And then I was like trying to match concealer, bro. I was on the phone with the girl. I was like, yo, this shit is hard, bro. There's so many different fucking colors. And I was like, I was opening them up, putting it, and I was like, yo, and she was like,
you're not specific tan?
Yeah, dude, there's literally hundreds of fucking concealer shits. I don't know. Anyways, I don't think I got the right one. And I started dude, because I feel like if I was on the wrong side, people would look at it and they would think, oh, Wicked Witch of the West vibes.
Oh, yeah.
He just needs a green face. So like I was freaking out a little bit about it and I was like sweating. And then dude, I spent 20 minutes in Walgreens swiping my hand and she was like, you're not really supposed to be doing that. And I was like, well, I need to find which one matches. And I was like, none of these fucking match. I don't know how girls figure out what the fuck color. Dude, all these colors are not skin colors. I don't know what these makeup brands are. They're different colors. But then I just picked one and I fucking just dabbed it on. But now I didn't even need to.
Is it on?
Yes, it's on. Yo, look, you didn't even notice.
I didn't.
That's impressive.
It's concealing.
Honestly, I'm a fucking pro. The one thing I did miss though is that I should have got like a primer because apparently it helps from it moisturizes the skin. I hear, and my skin was a little bit dry before, so it was a little cracking. Like the makeup was cracking, and I was getting worried. I was like, well, it's kind of noticeable now, and I was like, oh my god, people are gonna see it anyways, and I just bought this shit for no reason.
Now you know what it feels like to be a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like worried about societal pressure, putting on makeup.
I have a question. Like, if this podcast, if you started making a shitload of money, are you gonna have makeup artists? Because the reason I asked that is
never thought about,
dude, because that's very professionals do that shit. They put makeup on all the time, and I was thinking to myself, you know what? I'm a professional. I'm coming on a podcast. I need to be professional. So
that was your idea.
I should have hired a makeup artist.
Maybe we should have had it. What is it called? A moi? I always read that as moi, MUA.
I don't.
You don't know what that is?
No, dude, I'm not that professional.
Bro, I saw some girl today post on her story. She said, looking for a MUA in LA because I have a shoot.
Why the fuck is it called moi?
A fucking moi.
Because at the end they're like moi.
No.
Is that why? Is that why? Is that why? Dude, at the end of it's like Princess Bride. She was this, and then she was this, and now we made her this.
So moi.
That makes
Perfecto.
That makes sense, dude. Are they all Italian fucking makeup
No,
artists?
I think it's
Oh, it's makeup artists.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
fuck.
It's right. I thought makeup was one word.
It is one word, so they're fucking idiots. It should be M-A. It should be ma. Yo, what a ma.
Now they're ghetto.
Dude,
the moi?
I mean, dude, I feel like a ghetto makeup artist are good. Like, have you seen ghetto makeup? Dude, they put a lot of shit on, dude. Like,
how do you know what do you mean ghetto
like
makeup?
Chola? Like, you never seen cholas, bro? They
do put a lot.
They're makeup people.
They're makeup artists. Like they're makeup people, like the culture.
Dude, I mean, they have a distinct style. It's like tattoo styling.
Oh, are you talking about like do you fuck with? I was hanging out with somebody yesterday. Tattooed eyebrows. What is that called?
That is
micro needling.
I don't know.
I don't know what it is either.
But yeah, no, that is something they do. They tattoo their eyebrows.
Do you ever look at a girl and are like? Because what's interesting about microneedling girls is I feel like they have no actual lashes. Like you know what I'm talking
like
about?
Eyelashes?
No, sorry. It's your fucking eyebrow.
Yeah. I don't look at I know you're serious about eyebrows, but I half of my face is I have half eyebrows anyways.
Oh, so you don't look at theirs.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I can't look. I can't judge on the eyebrow because I don't have it either.
If you make a comment about the eyebrow, they're gonna be like, fuck you.
Where the fuck are yours? Half-breed eyebrow motherfucker. Dude, but today it's interesting that you bring that because today I was watching a video on this girl with eyelashes and she was bragging about how good her eyelashes is. And I was like, because I'm Indian, I have like great eyelashes all the time. And I was like, I wonder if I have good eyelashes. I wonder if I put on mascara, they would pop.
I think they would pop.
The thing is,
you should have got that with the concealer.
I was looking at my eyelashes, and they go downwards. So I think that what is it? Mascara. It makes you go up.
It's a flip.
Yeah, and this one goes down. I noticed maybe I need to flip it up. I don't know why you would need that for.
There's two things you can get. There's lash extensions, which you could put on extra.
No, girls like that shit.
But there's also, this is what you want, a lash lift.
I need that.
You need a lash lift, which takes your normal eyelashes and lifts them.
Because I think the point of them is to make your eyes pop.
But no, it does.
So I need it because I want people to see it, dude. And
right.
Be like, whoa, dude. This guy has fucking eyeballs,
fucking
bro.
Great.
Dude, that's why it's crazy.
This guy has eyeballs.
Dude, it's crazy how what girls like, yo, I need to lift these eyelashes. Like, what kind of thought is that though?
But think about their whole existence. Like everything is like pristine, nails. Like they care about like their cuticles. I'm like, what the fuck is a cuticle?
You know what would be disappointing if you're a girl who doesn't care? That would be.
Speaking of which.
Oh, you know one.
No. You know one.
You know one of those. You know one of those creatures.
I think I know. Do we know one? Could you think of a girl off the top of your head that doesn't care? I don't even know what that means.
I think I used to know one, but she has changed.
She cares now.
Yeah.
They always go from they don't care to they care.
You know, she didn't care when we were like 10.
Oh, well, no one cares when you're 10.
Well,
you can't. No, I'm talking about now.
Well, okay. So you're saying that, I mean, I still know one that went from not caring to caring.
No. I'm talking about straight up don't care. That's what I'm saying. Speaking of which, did you see the girl that's going viral on TikTok because she went to a job interview, no makeup. She said she was super qualified for the job. And the reason that they didn't hire her is because she wasn't wearing makeup.
Or she was just fucking shitty at talking. No. Like, dude, how do you know she couldn't just what if she had a shitty attitude?
I think that the company came out and said, as a girl, they made it seem like she wasn't prepared. You're not prepared if you're not wearing makeup. Is that true? Yes or no? I mean, I guess it's kind of like us wearing a t-shirt. Not really though, right?
You're saying.
Yeah. But think about this.
They have to wear shit too.
Yeah. They got to imagine her dressing up. Just no makeup. That is kind of wild to think about. Because she's just showing up as a regular human being. And they're just like, nah, this isn't enough.
Well, it depends on how her face looks. Because if her face...
So if it's pretty?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, for example, I used to have job interviews when like I had a lot of acne, and I honestly, that was the first time that I ever put concealer on my face because, you know...
So this has been happening.
This is
a habit.
This is the second.
You've been to Walgreens before.
This is the second. No. Usually I used to have girlfriends that would do it for me.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
That's why I fucking struggled today. What did her face look like? Was it acne filled?
No. So I personally think that she's, and I don't think she's like not attractive. She seemed like all right.
But did she look like was her skin like nice?
I wasn't there on the day of the interview, Jay, so I couldn't tell you.
But like when you saw her without makeup in the video, did it look like it looked clean? Like her skin, did it look clean?
So you're saying it's not a makeup problem, it's an acne problem.
Well, also, it's not only an acne problem, but you can look up statistics. People that are fat are less likely to get jobs. People that are ugly are less likely to get jobs. There is a thing called pretty privilege here.
Yeah,
you might not understand it because you have it. You have it.
I thought you were shitting on me like, well, you don't have it, you don't get it. You're fucking ugly, so nothing's happened for you.
No, everything's happened. That's the thing. Oh. You don't understand what it feels like to be ugly.
So you're calling me attractive?
Yeah, dude. Dude, I have to kiss somebody next month. Wait. So, and I've been thinking a lot about it might be a dude. So, you know,
honestly,
keep your lips open. But I would only do it if we could record it.
Wait, what? Do you need to record this makeout? So Jay needs, for his podcast, for some reason, he needs to make out with one person each month and not have sex. I'm also, listen, I'm not down for the challenge because I don't want to make out with anybody, but I'm down to
be celibate.
I'm on that vibe right now.
Yeah, dude, I've been on it, dude.
Like today is day one of me being complete no contact.
Oh, I thought you were going to say celibate. I was like, oh, you fucked yesterday.
No.
Possibly.
I'm not. No, we're not talking about that. No, I haven't.
No.
I don't think.
Yeah, somebody could have done it in a night.
No,
you weren't awake though.
You want to know something crazy about that though? I do want to say
somebody did sneak in.
No, but I feel like my sex game has hit a plateau. I've hit a plateau.
Well, where's the plateau rank?
According to who? Wait, according where?
Because my sex game, I think, hit a plateau from the first time I did it. I don't think it's ever gone up. I think it's been same, bro. I've been riding the same wave.
That's not a plateau, right? That's just that's a baseline.
It's just base, but is a plateau just like it's evening out, right?
You're right, but I think for a plateau to happen, there needs to be some sort of
Yeah, no.
Well, I guess you had to lose your virginity.
Yeah.
But I was actually there when you lost virginity.
Dude, yeah. People, I mean, I texted my parents right after.
No, you didn't.
I texted my whole family. It was a group message. It was everybody.
What? What did you say? What was the message?
I said, hey, guys, guess what happened?
No.
I'm not a virgin anymore.
Mom.
I did.
Check me out.
I was kind of proud.
I would be proud too.
It was a big moment in my life, so I felt like I needed to share it with your family.
You're right. It's like having a kid.
A lot of people, and I texted them while she was like laying next to me, and I
thought you meant like in it. I was like, that's kind of wild.
Oh no, not
like
during.
live stream.
Not during. It was after I came.
Oh, how fast?
It was pretty quick.
Really? Yeah, mine was too.
It was pretty quick. It was like on top, and I was like, yo, this shit is wild, dude. And then I was like, right at the end, this is what happened. This is the media. I come, I say, I love you.
No.
I say, I'm in love with you. And then I'm like, okay, cool. Now I'm going to text my family that I'm not a virgin anymore.
That's really good. You're right. That kind of does sound like modern day plateau though. Because like I feel like that's normal for me too. Like it comes like I love you, but actually it's usually during, and then afterwards it's like no, I don't know what's going on. I felt
like I had to say I love you because I always told myself that when I lost my virginity, it would be to somebody I loved. So it was just more to lie to myself in that moment.
Jesus Christ! I hope she doesn't listen.
I love
Cover
her.
your ears up.
I did end up loving her. It's not that
Oh, that's true.
It's not that I didn't end up loving her, but maybe in that moment I didn't know what the fuck love was. We were dating for 3 months, 2 months at that point.
Okay, so what is love? See, since you said that you were in love with her, so apparently you know.
it's a feeling. It's hard to explain.
That was really sweet.
Yeah, it's just dude, I've talked about it before. It's like this fucking feeling inside you where you're just like, oh my God.
Oh. Okay, now describe an orgasm.
My orgasm?
Just what you just did with love. Do it for an orgasm. What's
an
orgasm?
It's hard for me to explain because I haven't seen it yet in my life.
Is it any different than the way you just described love?
Is that what it is? If that's what it is, I might have seen orgasms. if it's like, oh, that feels good.
Right?
That's because that's the most I get. Oh, that feels good.
Oh, wait, like during? Like you're stroking?
During the sex. Oh, that's good. That's the normal reaction that I get. I don't know.
I mean, that's pretty good though.
Yeah.
I mean,
if she's saying good,
she's saying this is good.
She's using the word good.
I'm gonna take it literally. Yeah. I also seen a video where some girl's like on her high horse. She's like, "Want to know something about men?" She's like, "Take everything they say literally," and she's like, "Mic drop." Because like being like when a guy's like when he's telling like you he doesn't like you, you gotta believe him.
Yeah, that is interesting. Is because don't take everything literally because then guys would be conflicting their words all the time. Because half the time they're like, yo, I am not ready for this. Then the other half, well, they're fucking you. They're like, oh my God, I'm in love with you. I want to marry you. I want to be with you forever.
That it's wild you brought that up right now because I literally did that this week. We're about a week. I would say within the last
timelines.
No,
in the last year. In the last year, you might have done that. We don't need a timeline.
No, you're right. But the reason I was bringing it up because it's very relevant.
Yes,
because you like my current moment, which was like, yes, like we should stop talking. I don't want to talk to you anymore. But then she's, you know, I'm seeing her boobs, or like I'm seeing.
They fuck me up, dude.
No, they do too. That's what I'm trying to say. And you know what it is? Girls are sneaky. They know. The thing is, girls know. So they bait you into loving them. That's the truth. They put it out there. They put their titty out.
It's not real love.
Yeah, that's the point.
No,
well,
so
that's what you're saying.
You're baiting them to do. They're baiting you wrong. This is dumb.
Well, I wasn't saying it was right. I was just saying what is.
So you're saying that she was showing you the boobs without unsolicited.
I got unsolicited tits.
She just was like, you were just talking. You're like, you know, I don't think we could do this. And she's like,
oh, I need, yeah.
Not like she's like, what were you saying, honey?
Spring break.
Girls gone wild.
That's pretty. No, it was a regular conversation. She was going into the shower. That's her thing.
Oh, she
likes to shower.
Every time she talks to you, I'm about to take a shower.
Girls shower every hour. I feel like every girl I've talked to, they love to shower. I'm gonna keep it real. I shower once a day.
I shower twice.
Oh,
but I feel like I need to.
What's going on? Is there something happening?
Well, no, I don't think something's happening. Well, how do you only shower once a day?
All right, let's not get into the fucking logistics because then you're gonna make me look bad.
No, well, so do you shower when you wake up or it's always when you go to bed, huh?
This is gonna sound interesting, but I have converted to afternoon showers.
Before the gym?
Before the gym?
Oh, that's a wild move then.
Well, okay, time out.
That's a wild move.
Time out. I know I'm going to get fucking... I knew this is a bad conversation. Okay,
so you know you're gross. And you're like, yo, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. If you know this is a bad conversation, you know what you're doing is disgusting.
But it's okay. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
It's because you're celibate.
Only God can judge me.
It's your celibate.
I'm
so
celibate.
Okay. You could be dirty if you're celibate.
No, but not even true. Okay, first off, most girls like me dirty. I have gotten requested twice to go to the gym and not shower. So they don't want me to shower anyways.
Yeah, no, I like that.
For me?
But but like when you go to bed though.
See, this is where it gets weird.
Why?
Because unfortunately, I don't want to talk about this, Jay.
Beds.
Dirty beds.
Dirty beds.
He's got a dirty bed. I'll be honest with you though. I wash my sheets often.
Then that's fine.
Am I okay with that?
Yeah.
And here's the other thing too. If there's another human being in the bed with me, I shower before bed then.
Just to make it look like you do.
Yup.
Well, now it's out there, bro.
Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
Once a day for me. Because I'm going to be honest with you, it's a lot of time.
To shower?
Yeah, because I'm weird. I shower like a chick.
Because you masturbate in it.
No, I do often, but no, right now I'm not masturbating at all.
Okay, good.
I have stopped. Oh, that's another huge topic. I'm not sexualizing people anymore. Zero. Like, I'm telling you, I looked at a girl today, hot, was following me, said, you're a woman to me. You're a human being.
Oh, human.
You're a human being to me. I don't even know what you look like. I don't even care. This isn't sexual to me. You're just a person.
I mean, but like, how can you just not look at her and be like, damn, boobs? Because obviously if she flashes, it's like, oh, I'm in love.
No, see, I stopped doing that.
But what if she's flashing?
No, you're right.
Then you have to sexualize and be in love.
No.
What do you do in those
I'm
moments?
done.
You're that's just skin and a bump in
That's
you. That's a fucking lump. That might be cancerous.
I'm not joking. I have gotten boobs twice this week, and I said, put it away. I said, put it away. Get that shit out of my face.
I'm not here for that today. Is no contact zone. No. You said no boobies.
No, but what's crazy too, that's what we were talking about. We were saying the guys say things and they're literal, but that's the thing is during the moments that we were fucking on FaceTime, like I was saying, like the words that are being exchanged are, I want to put a baby in you. Like, let's have kids. Come inside me.
Oh shit.
It's a lot of that.
Wait, I have a question. When this FaceTime sex, is it just boobs?
No, it's everything.
Okay, yeah.
What I really like too is an oscillating all three. Is that the word? What does a fan do?
I don't know.
It oscillates.
That's a big vocab.
Is that what?
I don't. That's over my level. I don't know.
It's beyond me.
Yeah, I don't know what that
means.
means.
Can we look it up?
But
hold on.
It seems legit.
No, but you understand what I'm saying? Like every single time I see the word fan, I see the word oscillating next to it.
So I have a question. So she's like moving the camera all over the place.
Not that fast. Not like fan speed. Because that would be fucking insane.
Are you telling her? You're like, no, now like, pussy.
Sometimes. Sometimes. Because, okay, I'll be honest with you.
You don't like the pussy.
No. See, I've upgraded my sensory. I've upgraded my sensory to also now enjoy the visualization of pussy, but
boobs have to be in it too.
No. There needs to be action on it. So my whole point is, if I'm just looking at your cooch and we're just...
Oh, she needs to be touching
Let's say I'm kneeling down and you're standing and you're a chick.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at your cooch.
Gross.
I'm like, what's the point of that?
I like it.
No, I'm not against it.
No, I like it.
I'm not against it.
Yeah, but I like
It's like mushrooms. Like, not like mushrooms like, shrooms. I'm talking about like mushrooms on a dish.
Oh, I don't like that. That shit
My whole point.
do anything.
My whole point. Oh, so what'd you just say? They don't do anything. That's what you're indifferent.
That's what fucking
Aren't mushrooms the most indifferent food on a plate I've ever seen personally?
Yeah, if you are a person who's like, I love mushrooms.
That's weird as fuck.
Yeah, who the fuck
That's weird as fuck.
Shit,
like they could be on the plate.
Yeah, but like
I'll
this
eat
is
them.
my favorite thing.
No,
no, people get that at appetizers, like, oh, I'm getting mushrooms. Like people like that. Some people like that.
And that's what I'm talking about, pussy. It's like some people like the look. No, but
I do. I like pussy. I'm not afraid to say it. Call me weird.
Fucking weirdo.
Fuck, dude, I'm sorry.
No, okay. So I like when there's hand action in there.
Yeah, no, I like that.
That's nice. So I'm like, okay, so I've upgraded to that. So now I'm like, we got a lot of that where you can like diddle it. And I'm like, all right, do that. And maybe I'll instruct a lot. I'll do a lot of instruction there. And like, but if I'm getting fatigued by it, where I'm just like, all right, I'm just seeing a patch of skin. Like, can we get some ass action? You know what I mean? I don't ask like that, but I'm just saying like turn over, and she understands.
Yeah, no. What I do, I need girls that only have selfie sticks. Because they need to set that shit up, and they need to lay on the bed.
She fucking whips it out.
They need to lay
extends
on the
it.
Yeah, no, not selfie. Like
holder. A tripod.
A tripod. Yeah, phone tripod. So then
you like
they lay on the
OnlyFans.
bed, and then they can like, so they show their feet too, and then they're masturbating like this. It's called the plast.
You're like going for the
pussy, legs, ass.
Pussy, legs, ass.
Pussy, legs, asshole.
Wow, it's everything.
Tits and toes. That's a
That's a combination.
Or no, smile as well. Yeah, apparently that's plast. The S is for smile.
She's smiling?
I guess
because that would freak me the fuck out.
That's a subreddit.
Yeah, no, I knew you were on there.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing over there, but you're doing it.
Girls do that for me, or I used to when I used to talk to girls.
I feel like you would be a really good OBGYN. Because if anything, that's what you're seeing all day, no? Or delivery.
Yeah, but like, I don't know if I would be good at it.
Why do you say that, Jay? Don't put yourself down like that.
Because like...
What do you mean? I think you'd be an excellent doctor.
No, honestly, no, I wouldn't like OBGYN because when they have to do the pap smear, seeing inside of a vagina... I like vagina, but like, if you watch... We watched the video of a pap smear. When they open up the vagina and they go in and then use that fucking... What is it? It's like a brush and they brush the inside of a vagina.
They brush it? Like a Q-tip?
It's like a weird brush thing, bro. It freaks me out. And honestly, it looks painful. And I don't know how girls let this happen to themselves. But anyways,
they let it happen?
Yeah, dude, they have to.
Oh, it's like a toothbrush for your vagina.
Yeah, and they just fucking scrape the shit out of fucking inside.
Why don't they do that on a daily? Is it really
to clean? You're saying
that's what I'm saying.
They're doing it to clean.
Oh, it's not to clean.
It's not like going to the dentist.
Oh, that's what I thought. It was like flossing.
No, it's not cleaning. It's not. It's. I think more of like, yo, let's take some of this skin inside of here and test it and make sure it's chill. I think.
Oh,
I don't know what the fuck it's for, bro. To be honest, I just seen it and I was like, that's fucking gross. Like, not
you
gross.
Like it?
No, it just looks painful. I feel bad that girls have to go through it.
You know, you're just. Women's rights, bro.
That's why maybe I should be an OBGYN because while I'm doing it, I'm like, yo, I'm sorry about this.
Can we make fun of somebody really quick?
Yeah.
This brings up a really good point. Well, number one, I'm going to say oscillation is the process of moving back and forth regularly. You're welcome. Yes, that's you're oscillating.
Oh, yeah.
Second, and I don't want to know. We probably can't do this. We could, right? I can make fun of somebody.
Yeah.
So this girl DM'd me, and it was a girl from my past, and she hit me up.
Fucking loser.
No, for real. For real. Randomly, back in like, 2002. Oh, it's now 2024, by the way.
Holy shit.
Randomly just says, I swear to God, this is the DM I got. Me, and it's like what are the star emoji? Not a star emoji, just a star. She used star, me sliding in your DMs. Hey, that was her opener.
Me star emoji?
No, not a star emoji. You know how like they use a little, is it called an amperstamp? Nope. Made that up, didn't I?
I don't know. Dude,
amperstamp?
Your vocab today is on point.
I'm going to look up amperstamp. No, it's, what is the fucking, if you're looking at a keyboard, it's the number 8, shift 8.
Oh, the asterisks.
That's it.
You said Amsterdam? What the fuck? What the fuck? You said star.
Yeah, I said star.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Wait, what is it? What did you say?
Asterisks?
That's it. Okay. I can't spell that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Is there a K in there?
So she was just like, did she do 2 asterisks?
Yes.
Yeah.
She said me sliding in your DMs. Hey.
That's okay.
Is it? Okay.
I mean,
it's not the best.
Honestly, you should be grateful.
I was grateful. No, I was grateful for the opportunity. I said, LOL, what's good? Long time no talk.
Oh. And what she
that
say?
That was pretty good.
That was good. That was good.
Okay, thank
props,
you.
Bro. What did she say? What did she say back?
She said, are you busy this week? Let's do something.
Oh, she lives here.
Lives here. I met her in person. I got her Instagram in person.
You said 2002?
Yeah. She died. Something happened. I don't know.
Wait. How'd you meet her here?
I was working security at the club and I had exchanged Instagrams with her.
In 2002.
December 25, 2002. December 25th. December 25.
Do you realize in 2002 you were probably like 7, 8 years old?
No, bro.
9?
2022.
Oh, you said 2002. You kept saying 2002. I was like, 2002, right after fucking 9/11, dude.
Bro,
it was a 1 year anniversary of 9/11. You met her, dude.
Was Instagram around?
I don't know. I was confused.
I was like, damn, this girl's shooting from deep.
Yeah, I was like 2002.
It's been 22 years. Hey.
Yeah.
Remember me?
Me sliding into your DMs.
I was 8.
So 2022.
Right. It was a year. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm saying a lot of things incorrect.
Yeah. Okay. But you also have a high vocabulary.
But I right. So some is good, some is bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So then she said, "Are you busy this week? Let's do something." And I was like, "Should have some time later this week." Follow each other, because I wasn't following her. This is okay. I don't know if you're gonna think I'm weird for this. So she read that and didn't respond, but I followed her, and there was just a lot of things that I don't know if we're allowed to talk about this. I feel weird talking about it.
Why? What is weird?
Because, what if she listens?
It'll suck a dick.
Suck a dick. Okay. So, tell me if you go on a date with this person.
Okay.
White chick, right?
Okay.
White girl, she's cute, good looking girl, I feel like she's like a little tattoos. She likes EDM, stuff like that. We weren't following each other when she had sent me these DMs. I then followed her. Which was interesting is her pictures are literally from the time that I pretty much got her Instagram to now. It's almost like she disappeared off the face of the earth from that point to now, which is strange. I don't know if there was a person in her life.
She posted a new picture though.
She did post a new picture, and I will say
Changed.
a little bit of change.
So it's a lot of bit of change.
No. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No. But if it's Instagram,
What does that mean?
that means that she's hiding the changes.
Interesting. I see. Here's what my theory is. Here's my theory, and this could be completely wrong because again, I don't know this person at all. I don't think I've even hung out. I've never hung out with her.
Okay.
So like we just saw each other once, exchanged a couple DMs back in the day, just never actually hung out.
Through.
Yeah, exactly. It's that bullshit. But I think that she was dating a guy at that time, and then I think maybe they dated and she got off Instagram. You know how girls will do that? They'll be like, I'm a hot girl on Instagram, and then they date a guy, and then they're like, I'm just not even a human being anymore.
I don't post.
Yeah, because I'm in a relationship. So I think that happened, and I think she got out of it. And then I think she just posted one time, and then I think maybe she was like, oh, who am I following? Maybe she deactivated her Instagram or something in that time. All of her highlights from that time as well.
Oh,
Nothing
wow.
current. Nothing current.
Maybe it was all pictures of him though too.
It could have been. You're right about that. So maybe she had that moment and then she had to heal a little bit. Now, do you know how like girls will they'll heal?
Yes.
They'll post like their one picture of like, I'm back.
And then they'll shoot their shot.
And then they're shooting their shot. Right.
At the hot guy.
Yeah.
I want to fuck. She's in her fuck me era.
So, but here's where it got a little tricky. So I added it back and I said that without really knowing. This is weird. This is going to sound, okay, let's get inside the mind of a guy for half a second. I said that to her because I was like, oh, at one point or another, I probably did want to hang out with you, but we just never did.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it. Maybe we'll give it a shot. I don't really know what the vibe is. So I said that though, and that was before I sent my request to follow her again. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I didn't really know it was good. So I found all this out after the fact. So again, this is a moment where a guy is saying something, and that's why I said should. You understand what I'm saying? And maybe that's also why she didn't answer it either. Because think about the way that I responded to it. It was like, I should be available this day and that day. If a guy inserts the word should,
he's not that interested.
It's like, you're on the fence. You're on the cusp.
Yeah.
And that's what this person has been for me forever. The reason we haven't probably hung out is like, I'm not pushing it because I'm like, who knows what's going on here. Long story short, I just lost the actual thing. But anyways, this is her bio. And this is okay, she was already a cusper to begin with.
Yes.
And then the updated picture.
Cusper.
She's a cusper.
Right. The vocabulary is crazy.
You're welcome. Some people you're like, I might be down, but I don't really know. So like the picture was like, maybe I can't tell what has happened over the last year. But this was the bio. A white chick, complete white chick. BLM bar women's rights bar autism acceptance bar. Are we going to get along, me and that person?
Possibly.
And this has nothing to do.
I think you have to wear to the date though. You would have to wear like Black Lives Matter.
Should I have worn a black box on my shirt? Should have got a white shirt and should have just had a black box in the middle when she asked me, what is that shirt? I'm like, hey,
and then no.
Hey.
And also inside of it, have a puzzle piece because autism.
Oh.
And then inside of that, have like just a woman.
Yeah, with her right hand up.
Yeah. No, one of these, that woman.
Rosie the River.
Like, I got this shirt because I thought of you.
So anyways,
she might like that. She might like that. That's thoughtful, bro. That's thoughtful, bro.
Here's the thing. Like, I don't want people to hear that and think I'm against any of these movements.
No.
I actually donated back in the day. Yes. I have an email. Do you remember that?
And we also posted the black box.
Did we?
Yeah, dude, on Instagram.
My whole point is, I would like to be with somebody that I could make a joke.
Like
about,
that joke.
Yes.
And then not be like,
yes. To me, it's all about intention. And obviously words hurt, of course.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like I want to be surrounded by people that can be open-minded.
Yeah.
And I feel like people that are in a lot of groups or associate themselves with a lot of groups tend to be more extremist, tend to be more closed-minded, in my opinion.
No, I agree with that.
You understand what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
So my whole vibe with that is like when your beliefs are so strong about so many different things, it almost makes you very rigid of a person. Like only these certain people can fit into your life. And maybe that's fine. Maybe I'm rigid in being open.
Yeah.
There was a thing though that we were, so why are we talking about, I was even saying how my shit wasn't that good anymore.
Yeah. Why is your sex like plateauing? What do you think the issue is? You don't really want to do it that much.
Here's what I'm recognizing is just like, I think there was a time in my life that I was doing it a lot more, but also it's like, because here's what I think happens. I think the more people you sleep with, the better your sex gets because more variability, more things you could potentially learn with each new partner. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas like if I have, but also yes and no. I think you need to be sleeping with like somebody a decent amount of times to get the knowledge.
Level,
Yes, to get the knowledge that they have for them to feel comfortable enough to tell you what they want you to do. But here's what I'm recognizing is, I know we talked about this on your podcast too, but the girl that I slept with that was the OnlyFans girl, right? The thing is, to her, I don't think I was that special of a bang. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't really know all this wild shit.
Yeah.
But I realized in that moment that like she was
suck. Is that what you realized?
No. I don't think that I suck, but here was the difference. Okay, there's two different types of sex skill. I'm going to relate this to being street smart and being book smart.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, so there's two different types of sex abilities or skill. And I want, again, like street smart versus book smart.
Making love versus fucking.
Correct. So I feel like, and okay, I will time out. Right? Is that a good, good analogy?
It's interesting because I would think that you were a better fucker.
So you're talking more about book smart.
No,
that's what I relate book smart to.
No, I feel like street smart is fucking.
No, street smart to me is more of the feeling. Book smart is like the technical skill. So you understand what I'm saying?
So that's even different than fucking and making love.
Correct.
That's different.
Yes,
that's
I was giving you something different. Yes. So let's talk about skill.
You're talking about technical skill versus making the girl feel comfortable and like in love.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. So there's two different types, right? That's what I'm trying to say. I think I'm more street smart. I think I'm more feeling based sex skill.
Yes.
Right. Whereas like there's other people that they actually aren't very like passionate or emotional in sex, but they're actually just like they enjoy sex as I don't even know. Just the act of doing it in different ways.
Like porn stars.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say. When I was banging this girl, it was a clash of those two things.
She's a porn star.
So she technically is a porn star.
Okay.
Technically, she literally like fucks on camera for money. Like that's her vibe. I could just tell that it was very unemotional to her. And again, it was to me too. But
that throws you off.
Very much so. Very much so.
Dude, I can't have unemotional sex. That seems weird to me. I wouldn't be able to do it.
This is getting to my next point, which is I personally think like I'm down to fuck. I'm not saying I'm done with casual sex. I was talking about this with my therapist today. It's not that I'm done with casual sex entirely. And when I say that, I just mean like, I'm not going to have to be in a relationship to fuck you, but I need to care about you, or I need to have some sort of emotional feeling with you in order to do that. I do not want to sleep with people. Like, I don't think it's really that enjoyable to just bang somebody and we don't have some sort of connection. You know what I'm saying? Like, a mental and emotional connection has to be there. Just being physically hot, like, it's cool. But what I'm finding is this, is like, in that situation with her, it was like, I would rather her give me head because I would just like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I'm unattached to that. But like when you're like banging, it was like, it's hard for me to like really get into flow because I'm like, I don't even necessarily want to kiss you.
I've never been in a situation where I've had sex unemotionally. So, and I think that would suck. Like, I think that, like, I don't think, like, I've never had a problem getting hard, but I think I would in a situation like that.
Well, I'll be honest with you. It's not that I was having trouble getting hard. It was having trouble maintaining during actual sex.
That's what I'm saying. Sex. I think I would struggle because the closest thing that ever happened was with like a friend. And like, I think I was struggling maintaining an erection throughout.
During.
And it was because of the fact.
Because there's just no vibe there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You're just like, this is just whatever. I don't know. Like, again, it's like I nutted, but like, didn't feel that great after. You know what I mean? I'm not like, oh my God, that was the best time of my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't that great.
I mean, I wonder...
Even though, but I'm saying it wasn't that great, even though her technical skill was so good. Exactly.
What was she doing, dude? Acrobats?
She's doing cartwheels in there.
Did she like fucking cartwheel onto the dick?
Yeah, bro. She did some wild shit. No, it wasn't even that. No. It wasn't
the wildest shit she did?
No. It wasn't really like that.
It wasn't like that.
No, it was not.
She sucked. Honestly.
No.
You nutted, but it didn't feel like a nut.
I guess my point is I feel like there's stuff that I want to learn. There's stuff that I want to learn.
So what about this? Why don't you use her to be like, yo, can we have a sex school? Have a sex school.
This is, okay, I'm not going to lie to you. Had that conversation. I said, this is what I said, and I never did, and this is also going to sound kind of fucked up, but it's just the truth. But I was like, okay, let me eat your cooch. And I was like, you got to tell me what things I could do extra and what I could add in and like give me like.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, give me pointers.
I low key after I broke up with my first ex, we had sex one more time, and like the basis for the sex was like, yo, why don't we help each other get better at sex?
That's really nice.
But then I felt sad after.
Oh, so you did like the girl thing. Where you're like, all right,
I really felt that way though. I was like, yo, I really want to learn how to be better. But also, how am I going to be better with the girl I've been having, the only girl I've ever had sex with? Like, she's not right. She's not going to teach you anything. Teach me anything because we've had sex for 7 years at that point.
I feel like this is something that you actually have to learn and take a course on. I think my boy who does an OnlyFans is coming out with a course.
I'm not going to lie. In my lifetime, I have looked up on Pornhub
how to fuck.
Yeah, I typed that in. I've also how to eat pussy, I'm
gonna be honest with you too. I think every man has a moment in his life where he has to look up how to eat pussy online.
Yeah, but the thing is too,
if you don't,
bullshit.
But if you don't actually look it up,
but like, dude, I think it really comes down to each girl is fucking different on a lot of shit.
It's true, but there are definitely certain techniques that, for instance, okay, there's one girl that I could confirm this because somebody else has gotten it. I know the girl that has given me the best head in my life. And like, that's what I'm trying to say is I
think it's easy for girls. I think that the technique probably is consistent. I think because vaginas are so different. There's different types of vaginas.
There has to be but what I'm trying to say is if you know how to eat fucking cooch, you can eat multiple cooches. It's not like you get to one cooch and it's trash. Although I do agree with you that there has been cooches that I've eaten that they have really fucking enjoyed it. And then there's been other girls where they're just like, right.
My point.
It's not as
like powerful.
Correct. They're like, yeah.
Whereas like a girl, like if she's good at a blowjob, she can be good at a blowjob with every guy.
That's really true.
Although I was talking to a girl this week and she's like, she's apparently great at blowjobs. Like she's always been good at them. And she was like, I was sucking this guy's dick and he went soft. But she later found out that this guy masturbates 3 times a day.
Understandable.
So that's why he went soft.
That's what women don't understand too. It's like, yo, it's really hard. Like, yo, I'm telling you right now, if I nut 2 times in a day, if you're coming to me for the third, almost no chance.
But no, also though, it's the fact of the matter is if you're masturbating on 21 times in a week, he doesn't.
That's a problem.
That's a problem. And also you only know how to come through your own hand.
That's what a lot of women, I think, struggle with guys that they're dating. And I think you had a little moment with this, right?
Yeah. I definitely had a moment where I never had a moment where I couldn't get hard. I had a moment where, like, during the 7 years, I preferred masturbating to having sex.
I think it happens.
But then I stopped. Then like once I felt that moment, I stopped masturbating for like 3-4 months.
Did it help with the actual sex that you were having with that person?
I think that it was, to be honest, I just don't think that like having sex with the same person for that long, and that was the only person I had ever had sex with. I was the only person she ever had sex with. It was like difficult to, I think, like change. Like we didn't really develop during our sex life. I think it was very basic throughout because we weren't open really to change
other things.
Yeah, we were younger too, so like
of
we
course
didn't think about it.
I've had a client that came to me and she said, this dude watches a lot of porn and he has now told me he is less horny because he's only sleeping with me now. He said that to her, which makes sense in my opinion, because I feel like
I 100% think that makes sense
because you're just living with the same person.
I mean, in the start of our relationship, I was fucking her. There was times where we were fucking like 4 times a day.
Right. Exactly.
And so like, especially the first year, you're like extra fucking. After year like 5, you might fuck like once a week maybe. And then
really?
Yeah, and then year 7. Well, I will say though, I was coming.
What about year 2 or year 3?
I was fucking. But the thing is also
every day?
Yeah.
Multiple times or just once?
Just once after that time.
Okay.
But also it was like every night, like before bed.
Okay.
Usually. Yeah. But I will also say though, there was also every day, regardless, there was some sort of physical intimacy, regardless if it was sex or not. So it was like kiss, or like even I was coming every day, basically.
Right. But porn.
No. Her.
Oh.
She was like doing it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like blowjobs, hand jobs,
yeah. Something.
Or like I would eat her out sometimes, but like she wasn't as sexual a person as I was too. So that's another thing that I see a lot too, is like I feel like there has to be some compatibility when it comes to that. Like I know a girl who feels like she's so hypersexual in relationships, and like the guys she's dated haven't been on her level of like horniness, and it's a struggle for her.
I find that a lot of sex though is really based on connection. So I truly think that any type of physical intimacy issues, it's rarely the facilities, and it's mostly just the mental and emotional connection between two people. So she might feel that way, and yes, she might find some guy that's maybe on her level, but maybe it's also like her hyper sexuality and her hyper desire, it might be turning him off. Yes, because
and I think so too. That's kind of what I told her. I was like, it's kind of aggressive how she explains it.
So exactly. And so this is where, I mean, even for this is for a lot of women actually. Like I think one thing that gets lost in it is they always think, oh, I need to please more. Right? Yeah. I need to give him more energy. Oh, he's not fucking me right now. I need to try harder. Yeah. I'm like, no, give him less. Yeah. Like you need to be actually giving him space. Like it's actually not about actually trying to fuck more. It's actually about trying to fuck less.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to say. So you're saying that to her. I'm like, already in my mind, I'm like, she's probably more like an anxious attacher. She's probably chasing it a little bit more. And to be honest, though, it becomes a turnoff. You need to challenge the guy, right? Yeah. Sometimes you do need that friction. Like sometimes you do need to like tell him to shut the fuck up or clash a little bit.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A little bit of challenge, I think, helps the sexual charge in a way.
Yeah, no. I'm thinking about my relationship, and I think that, I don't know why we actually because at the end of it, really, we weren't having it was like months but
again, think about the connection.
It was the connection was failing at that point, and I don't think she was really interested in fucking, and then I stopped being interested in it a little bit too.
When you say, so you were talking about when you guys have started to stop having sex, right? Was that a point where she kind of had low boundaries towards you, where I felt like during that time you were like, I'm in law school, I don't know if I really want to be with you, and I don't know why you're around me.
Yeah.
Essentially, you were avoiding intimacy.
Yeah.
And what she was doing was what? Chasing you.
And
right?
also, I was on extreme amount of Adderall too. So my moods weren't not good either. So and I think that also, I didn't have any energy. I gave her zero energy completely, of myself. And so sex also is some type of energy, and I wasn't even going to give that to her.
And but here's an important point. When you are giving zero energy, what was she doing in return?
She was
trying to make up.
Yeah, going harder.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's where I think the disconnect is for a lot of people. It's again, the woman thinks, oh, I got to fix this.
Yeah.
I got to fix. It's not, honestly, I'm sure if she actually gave you space and was like, yo, fuck you, you're going to treat me with no energy, go fuck yourself.
And
you would have.
She did at the end, and I was fucking chasing the shit out of her.
Exactly. That's the get right moment.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say is if you want to fix the physical intimacy, it's probably less about trying to jerk him off and more about telling him to go fuck himself.
Yeah. No, literally, that's what happened. Probably the last 2 months, she literally stopped everything, and that freaked me the fuck out. So she wouldn't even touch my dick.
And that got you going. I got to try.
Yeah.
And now I got to put energy in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there you have it. If you got physical problems, it's a mental problem. That's number one. You know what I'm saying? It's a connection issue. It's not about his dick not getting hard. It's about something is incorrect between us.
100%.
Okay. I do want to get into the actual questions. Let's take a quick pause. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. What I really wanted to explore here and just kind of talk about some real ass shit for a half a second. I wanted to talk about toxic patterns in our relationships. And honestly, we were kind of just talking about this right now in some semblance of a way in terms of what me and you do in relationships. And hence, I guess, our toxic pattern. But there's two sides to every story, right? There's two perspectives to every belief or to every pattern that you have in life. So I guess where I was going with this is the reason that this even came up to me is I've definitely been working on what my patterns are in terms of my relationships and the ways that I'm showing up in relationships and how they're either flourishing or not. And the way that this stemmed is I was talking to the long distance girl and I said, hey, what do you think my toxic pattern is in relationships? I think I have two of them. And the other reason I believe I want to bring this up is I believe that we were talking about this in the bar and you actually were the only person to turn around. Actually, that's not true. There's one other person. My therapist even mentioned a little bit of this early on, but let's start here. What do you believe in my relationships is my toxic pattern? And I'm going to tell you what long distance said, and I'm going to see if it lines up to what you think.
Well, it's interesting because I will say with this past relationship, I feel like you have grown a lot. And
yes,
it's kind of impressive compared to I feel like what you were doing before. But I think that
yikes.
Well, no.
What was I doing before?
Well, not that what you were doing before.
No. I want the hard feedback.
No. What it is that at the end of the day, you look for perfect.
Okay, I like that.
And so you look for perfect in all areas of your life. And I think that if you feel like there's something off with a girl that doesn't hit a certain check mark, you freak out and then you kind of push that girl away and you're like, oh, it can't work out. And like, it's dead in my mind. This will not work out. And so like, for example, I think you push through to, and the thing is too, like red flags in the are, for example, let's just talk about this last relationship. You told me in the beginning that you didn't know if she understood like your sarcasm or your humor, and you were really worried about that. And that like from our conversations, it seems like you were thrown off by that, and you didn't even know if you wanted to continue just because of that. And True. That's, I think, how I brought it up, because I was saying, first of all, you're just getting to know her. Yes, she might not understand your humor right away, but like, how do you know that she won't forever understand your humor? And also, is that such a big deal? Like, do you need a partner that will give you everything in life? Or can you get things from other people in your life and really just love from the partner that you have? And I feel like you look for just like perfectionism in all areas of your life, and that's just not what humans are. You know what I mean? You're never gonna get your perfect fucking human.
Mm-hmm. So I think you've hit the nail kind of on the head, and I figured you would. And so this is what I got from her too, is also coupled with that. So I think it's perfectionism, right? I'm super critical of my partners.
Yes.
Super critical of myself, and I'm super critical of the people that I date.
And I think that you communicate extra to them about your critiques of them, and that probably makes them go crazier almost.
Correct.
And then they can't even be themselves either. So then the person who they are for you is showing up is a shell of who they actually are. And then you're critiquing that new person, the shell of themselves.
Yeah, because I'm like, why are you changing?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, this is inauthentic. This isn't you.
Yes, exactly. And so it's a fucking mind game, and it just will never work out until you can break through that, I feel.
Yes. So 1,000%, this is something that I'm recognizing about all of my relationships in general is, I'm just way too hard on people. I don't allow people to make mistakes.
Yes.
That's not like, it's mistakes. Like you said, it's also the attributes, the qualities that they have. And like you said, what is wild is the reason that I'm in this position where I don't think I've had a long-term relationship since college. And even that one was, when I really think about it, my college relationship, the one that was a year, it was bullshit anyways. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of ways, because we weren't aligned. But a lot of college relationships are, right? We all get into relationships at 21 thinking that we know what we're doing, but you have no fucking clue. No. You have no fucking clue. Bullshit. The people that you're dating at that time, to me, it's all horseshit. But it's learning experiences, the shit that you got to know. But so that's what it is, right? I think there's two big ones for me. It's I have a perfectionism problem, which turns into criticalness. Yeah. Like you said, the criticalness turns into me telling them the criticalness instead of just enjoying and loving the person for who they are and how they're showing up. And then I also think when things then get hard, I then have a tendency to blame the relationship, right? I blame them for not being these things. Yes. And then I dip.
And also, not only things get hard in the relationship, but anything that goes wrong in your life, you will blame the relationship on that thing going wrong.
She said that exact sentence.
Like, if content isn't doing good, it's because
I'm in a relationship.
But if my content's not doing good and I don't have a girl, it's because I don't have a girl.
Is that true?
That's what you do. That's what you do. Think about it. Think about it.
You're right. You're right.
Because before her, you were like, dude, I wish I just had a girlfriend that could just like film this. And then because she wasn't here, damn, if only she was here to film my content, it would be good. But
bro, she was here and we dropped a 2.7 million video.
So, fuck, maybe you're right.
Yeah. Like I said, there's two perspectives to every belief.
Yes.
That's what's wild.
It's the same pattern though, regardless.
Correct.
And the thing is, the content and how well content does is completely out of your control regardless. It doesn't mean that she needs to be in it for it to fucking blow up.
Absolutely. So spot on with all of this. And I think this is what I'm really learning about myself and relationships. And I'm really trying to get this figured out. I've been looking for a perfectionist coach.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah, I've also tried to hire back another one and then just get a lot of help on this because I need to fix it. Honestly, it's really destroying my life, and it's also the source of my anxiety.
Why do you think you have it though? What is it based from?
I think if I was to talk to a therapist about this, and I have a meeting next Tuesday for this specific problem, I think this probably stems from the emotional unavailability of my mom. Also, just my dad just being completely absent. Like if I had to think about the origin, it's like it's always been kind of like school's number one. You need to have good grades. Nothing else matters. And if that stuff's not going well, you're in trouble. You understand what I'm saying? So I was constantly punished for my behavior in school or my grades at school, or I was always graded based on how well I was doing for myself, I guess, in some sort of way.
Yeah.
I think I've always been in like competitive sports as well too.
Did you ever, when you did fail at times, at those times when you didn't have girlfriends, who would you blame?
So maybe that's the other thing too, is like maybe I witnessed, and here's a really deep one that I recently got into as well. I think about like my parents' divorce and just how messy it was. And when I really think back to it, right, like the way that my mom and my dad treated each other and then used me and my brother, not used on purpose, just inadvertently, like think about it. The way that they were talking about each other to us was so nasty. And I think in a lot of ways, it's probably a lot of like, think about like my dad or my mom, like, oh, look at a situation we're in. Like, where the fuck's your dad? Or, you know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, where is he? Why is he not here? Or why is he not picking you up? Look at him. Why would he do that?
So it was pushing blames on the partner.
I think, yes, I think a lot of that comes from just my background dealing with just such a nasty, you know, like my childhood literally was like, again, my dad's like half there, but like the divorce is very gross. Like they are fighting constantly. And I think in some little ways, like subliminally messaging each other via us, right? So like they were connected to each other via us. So it'd be like, oh, your dad always does that, right? You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of divorced parents and a lot of divorced kids, you hear a lot of the blame of how the other person sucks or is not a good parent or is not a good dad or not a good mom. So you're just constantly thinking in your head probably like, oh, it's always somebody else's fault. They got douched. That's why you have to do this. So that's kind of what it is. It's like, think about it. My mom, think about her life. Like she's like this high performing woman, but again, I think struggles when it comes to relationships. And I think a lot of it is she can't take accountability for maybe not showing up in the right ways in relationships and always has hyper focused on work instead of relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And think about me. It's like my self-worth is so tied to my work and there's such a striving for that. And again, like partners come in and it's always just like, oh, fuck y'all. Like I got to do me. Like if you're fucking with me, then that's a problem. So I think a lot of that is like, again, coupled in all of these things that were happening to me.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. But the whole blaming others for, I guess, like your own problems.
Correct.
Do you see it, you think?
100%. 1,000%. I know it for a fact.
Okay.
I don't know it in the moment, so I can give you...
Like you actually believe it is somebody else in the moment. So, or are you covering it up in your own head that it is your own faults?
So I think that there's two truths to this, right? So I even work with people and clients that really struggle with this. And it's like, when they're telling me the story, like they're like, oh, I got into a fight with so-and-so. Yeah, they did this. I was just there and they just yelled at me and I don't know what I did. And I'm just like, you have a part in this. You know what I'm saying? In any type of relationship friction, it is 50-50. Yeah. I don't care what the fuck happened. 100%. I really don't give a fuck. I have not thought of a scenario in my mind ever that it wasn't half and half.
I feel like the only issues that aren't half and half is like actual like physical abuse. But also, I guess you could say it in a way like somebody staying through that physical abuse.
I'm just going to keep it real. There's a reason that you go through, like the most of the people that I coach, if you had a history of physical abuse, you've had multiple relationships of physical abuse.
It's because you don't value yourself enough. So that's your fault.
Correct. Yeah. Right. When I say it's your fault, it's not like, again, yes, it's something to blame you for.
Yes.
It's just, why are we attracting this, or why is it happening?
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
There's
it's not
something deep rooted inside you to accept it.
Correct. So there's, and yeah, so to your point, it's like, it's weird. So for instance, and this is why I wanted to bring this up. This is why, because I've been really thinking about this a lot. And I was just like, okay, like I sometimes think about the podcast that we had together, and I honestly want to almost like apologize in a lot of ways for the way that I feel that I blamed you for a lot of the reasons that things weren't successful, when in reality, I wasn't accepting enough of who you were in that moment and the things that we were going through. And I think that I recognize that for myself. And that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing it in all the relationships that I'm in where, again, like somebody will give me feedback, or they have their negative patterns, or there is something that they're doing that maybe isn't perfect, like you said. And I see myself using that thing as the reason for me being right. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, this is the reason I'm right and you're wrong. So I need to be on my own. But look at what I've done. Like I had, the podcast with you. And again, I want to discuss this honestly, very openly, because I think it's very important. And I think why relationships end and all this stuff. But I look at a lot of the relationships I've had, a lot of friendships I've had, where when I look around right now, a lot of the people that I have in my life have really just stuck through it with me through some bullshit, to be honest, like have seen through that and have loved me regardless. I find you to be one of those people. I find my ex, I find the girl that I was talking to long distance to be one of those people, but it's almost like you guys have to, because I treat people that way. You know what I'm saying? I recognize that now. And it sucks. It sucks to know when I look back, like how much blame I was pushing on you for the podcast not doing well or us not making progress, when in reality, if I would have not criticized and I would have shown up more loving and maybe had given things more of a chance and been a little bit more patient, things could have gone better. And one more thing. I know I don't want to cut you off, but I just wrote this down. I have commitment issues in all areas of my life. It's commitment issues in my relationships, in my friendships, in the process that I have to things, right?
Yeah, in content making.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. The reason when I look around and I see some of these people that have 400,000 followers, 500,000, 1 million that I started with, I recognize that the reason I am not there is because I have not been able to commit myself to my own process.
Yeah, I feel like when things go bad, it's more of like a fire sale. It's like, fuck, we got to restart everything because obviously this isn't working, instead of just like pushing through that hurt. And also though, it's not wrong to evolve in some ways. Like you have to like change things, but like you're always usually lost on what you want your content to be. And it's like in your mind, you feel like you need to switch all the time. In like at moments though, you feel like you're on the right path. And then other moments, usually when it's not doing well, you feel like, what the fuck am I doing right now?
Correct. So this goes back to the toxic pattern of when things get hard or when things go bad, I have a tendency to say, what the fuck is going on? Fuck all of y'all.
Yeah.
I got to go figure this out and fix this, or I got to do a bunch of things to change all these things.
I think that you feel like you have to isolate yourself in order to and focus, and you have to have full control over the situation to fix it.
Correct. Correct.
Because
1,000%.
You think that if you have full control, then you will be able to actually control outcome. But like the thing is that nobody can control outcome.
No.
And so that's the thing. And you always talk about letting go. The crazy thing is that you already all know this stuff. Like you know
to a degree.
Like, but no, you know it intellectually.
Correct.
But it's hard for you to put it into practice, which is everything in life for most people. It's like you can read as many, like people watch as much dating shit they want, but they still go and let a guy treat them like shit over and over and over again.
Well, I will say this. I think what happens is in life is you just learn to either live with that pattern or somehow evolve enough to recognize when it's happening and stop the reaction. So that's what really needs to happen is that moment where I feel like giving up on a process, or that moment I feel like giving up on a relationship, or that moment that I want to turn around and say, fuck you, I'm never going to talk to you ever again, I'm going to cut your ass off. I have to stop myself, take a moment, take a breather, get to the next day, because when I wake up the next day, I'm like, you know, actually, maybe I'm actually even going to apologize for the way that I acted. But in the moment, I'm like, I just want out. I just want to dip. So, and again, that's why I sincerely want to I look back now and I'm just like, I honestly feel a little bit stupid for the way things have gone. But I will also say this too.
Well, I want to say something. I feel like it needed to be done for me.
Correct. So now let's go. Let's go to you. Let's go to you for half a second. What would you say, or what do you think I'm going to say your toxic pattern is in relationships? What do you feel like your toxic pattern is?
Is that I choose to settle and I get comfortable.
Correct.
Yes.
What do you feel that you were doing in your relationship, or maybe even the podcast relationship in a little bit? Do you feel that that element was coming out a little bit?
Yes. And I've been thinking a lot about, well, this is why I'm not dating at all right now, is because of the fact that I know that this is my pattern. And actually, like this week, I thought hard on it. And like, I've been saying for the past couple months that I feel like I'm not over my ex because I feel like my ego was destroyed when I like dated her. I don't think she killed my confidence. I think my confidence was actually killed prior to even dating her. And she was a mask. And she gave me pseudo confidence. I think that I just have low self-esteem in general in life. And I don't trust myself. I don't believe in myself. And I can't, the whole reason I think that I want to do podcasting or I want to make impacts in this life is for validation from others. I feel like my life is surrounded by trying to get other people to tell me that I am worthy. And that's my whole problem, because I personally don't believe I am. And so like the current state, that what I'm trying to do is garnish this confidence and like get a higher self-esteem for myself, because I don't think I ever believed in myself really. And so like with the podcast, for example, like I don't think felt like I needed to push the podcast, because I felt like I'm not, it's like,
not you.
It's not me. It's like, I can go off of you, like pushing it and making it bigger, because like you already had that, and like who cares about Jay in it, you know what I mean? And so, and it's weird because like the podcast I have now, like I have a co-host who's like the clips are going viral, but I do think that I'm putting in the effort in bringing up topics. I'm putting in the effort of like, I guess, pushing it and hands-on everything. Basically, I do everything for the podcast other than like she gives half the content.
Yeah. But I see it. That's what I'm trying to say, is that I see the effort and the ability and all of that stuff like that you're putting in towards your podcast. I'm like, this is honestly insane. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible because you really are that talented. You really are. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. When you have now put it into your own hands, you have taken off. You know what I'm saying? You've really done the work, and it looks amazing. It feels amazing.
Yeah. But it's still hard because I still completely lack confidence, even with the podcast. Like,
of course,
I don't know if people care about what I have to say, or like if people are even interested in it half the time. And so, and like having somebody else again come on and blow up off of their clips, like sometimes that in the beginning that did affect me a little bit, because I was like, it's like, again, who cares about what Jay has to bring?
Yeah.
I understand that I do have value in podcasting though. Like deep down, I know that I bring fire fire content. And even if it's not me actually doing the content, I think I'm good at facilitating good content. I'm good at bringing out the best in other people and allowing them to shine sometimes. That's I think one of my best skills, especially when it comes to podcasting. But regardless of podcasting and regardless of my confidence there, I think that like with girls in general, I find validation through them and I find confidence through them. And that's what I'm trying. That's why I cut out girls in my life right now, is because I need to find confidence within. I need to have a higher self-esteem. I shouldn't need validation from others to feel like I am good, and that feel like I bring something to this world.
Yes.
And that's the struggle I've always had in my life. And I think it started when I was a kid because I didn't fit in a lot of times. And especially as a kid, if you don't fit in and you're not like everybody else, you're going to get isolated and you're going to get told that you're fucking weird all the time.
100%.
So like I was taught that at a young age. And so I never felt worthy enough to be in the cool crowd or worthy enough to have people even like me or enjoy me. But as a kid, it's weird because I accepted that as a kid. And I think I almost made it a superpower, but it might have been a defense mechanism. I might have just told myself that I was happy with it. But the older I get, the more I feel the need of wanting the validation from others. I mean, as a kid, I also wanted it. Like I think
we all do, though.
Yeah,
no?
I had big dreams of being like trying to be something, trying to make this impact in this world as a kid. And I think it was solely because I wanted to feel like people accepted me. I wanted to feel like people, again, that I was worthy. So I don't know.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. But no. I think that's where we're really stemming. You're going all the way down, even just to your reason that maybe you feel like you've always had to use other people as that validation,
as the confidence.
Right, because you didn't necessarily source that from within. But I think it starts with, again, I always ask people, what comes first, the experience or the belief, right? The chicken or the egg? And
it's the experience.
Yes, experience sometimes, but you're right. Experience, like for instance, it probably is experience. You're right about that. And the reason it is you have that experience of not being worthy because you're not fitting in. Now I have this self-belief that I am not worthy. And then that continues. And now instead of, and that's the thing is you can change your experience, but the only way to do that is you have to change the underneath belief. See, that's the thing is we can't change experience, but we can change belief.
Well, I kind of disagree. I think that in order to change belief, I need the experience to be confident. So, for example, like if you've never played basketball in your life, shooting a basketball, you're not going to be confident in shooting and playing against an NBA
Correct.
player. But if you been practicing your whole life, that moment isn't too big for you. Because you're confident in it, you're confident in your own experience,
right,
that you're able to deliver. So for me, I have to continuously put myself in experiences where I prove to myself that I can be good at it. So again,
Correct.
Podcasting and consistently putting out good podcasts is going to eventually show me, hey, you might not be too bad at this.
And I mean, this is exactly what I teach, right? Mm-hmm. As a coach. A lot of women come to me with low boundaries. How do you get better boundaries? You set them.
Yeah.
You set them.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to do it.
Exactly.
You got to do the thing that you are afraid to do. It's like any type of fear. If your fear is of heights, how do you overcome that fear? And this is what I take people through in my coaching too. It's like, we have to break this down little by little. Yes. Are you going to jump out of an airplane right now? No. Are you going to set that boundary with that guy and ghost him tomorrow? No, you're not. But what little things can we do to start chipping away at that fear, right? How can we look? Maybe we're going to look over the edge. Okay, maybe we just tell them that we can't talk today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just something small to start moving you in the right direction. And I think for you, but you're doing that, right? I think the way that you're getting out of your patterns is, and we're both doing it, right? You saw in this last relationship, I committed myself a lot more than in previous.
I feel like you would have ended it earlier than you did.
1,000%.
Like I saw the point where you would normally end it and you kept it going.
And one thing, so I want to now reflect on the thing that you told me at the bar. You said, I said, I just got to get on. I said to you, it's really hard. It's long distance. And I feel like I just got to end it. I feel like I'm too comfortable right now. And you turned around and you said, actually, no, Chris, I think the uncomfortable thing for you to do would actually be to stay.
Yes. And I 100% agreed at that time.
Yeah.
Because normally the comfortable move would be to end it and then start over again and focus on your shit. And yes, maybe in the moment it would feel a little uncomfortable, but realistically that's your pattern. So that's your comfort.
So now here's where the flip side of everything comes, right? Where there's two sides to every belief. Now, like you just said, we're talking about two people where, and we'll talk about the podcast and we'll talk about my relationship. We'll do the relationship first. I would say the other side of the coin is we are long distance. You know what I'm saying? It really is not conductive. No,
it wasn't. I don't think,
a healthy situation. Yeah. It's not what I need right now, honestly.
Yeah.
So it's hard because my pattern is to not stay, but at the same time, sometimes it just makes sense to do the thing that you need to do.
Exactly.
And there's a quote that I want to bring up from this book that I've been reading, and I fucking love it. It's better to follow the universe than those around you. So anytime that you think that somebody knows better for you, it's wrong. Yeah. It's really wrong. Yeah. Now, we're talking about a situation as my friend, you're giving me this feedback. It's a little different because we're trying to work on that pattern. But at the same time, you still got to follow your heart. You still got to do the things that you want to fucking do.
No, I don't think it was I don't think it was going to be good. I think though that the experience itself was helpful.
Correct.
To stay in it for the moment.
Correct. Now, come back to the podcast. I think that would have probably happened, but again, it is our patterns, right? It's the patterns that me and you have are in opposition, right? You're saying that sometimes you had gotten comfortable in relationships. I felt like I felt that. You felt from me that I was just trying to eject myself from this situation, which I was being avoidant, right? Yeah. I was saying all right, I don't want to put too much time and energy into this because actually, Jay, you're not doing enough.
Yeah.
So my criticalness of myself and the things that I'm doing, I'm pushing onto you, but this has been the struggle with all of my relationships. Yeah. So I have to find a way, me personally, to... again, I think because the hard part is, do I think that the separation actually made us better?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I now have to realize, oh shit, you can't just dip on people when it gets hard. You probably should have stayed. And also, you're being way too critical. You should have just been doing it for the fun of it, not because it's a fucking business. And I recognize that now. And again, I just wanted to apologize to you because I felt that is very unfair. Maybe the things that I was saying or the way that I was going about that I'm not very proud of. And I guess I'm just generally very sorry.
I also, again, needed to learn the lesson that I could also do it without you.
Yes.
I think I needed, because I didn't believe that.
Yes.
Dude, after the end of the podcast, I was probably the most, one of the most depressed I've ever been because I felt well, I don't have, nobody's going to ever listen to me talk.
Correct. And look at this shit.
Yeah.
And that's a fucking story for y'all. Yeah. I mean, for real. That's what I'm saying. If you see, first off, go listen to the Jay's Peculiar Mind podcast. Yeah. Fucking dump it in there. But yeah, with that being said, that's what I'm saying. It's having this success and being able to prove that, I think is really great. Because now also too, it's recognition for me, right? That's what I'm saying. Maybe in the initial part, you were more sad, but now I'm probably experiencing my remorse. You know what I'm saying? And also too, I think with every breakup and things like that in life, I think that's what kind of happens. I think it might happen in my long distance situation, right? Where she's feeling it now, right? Because she's going to be sad at first, but what ends up happening is you go along later in life and maybe I do recognize, oh shit, maybe I should have just stayed around. Yeah. Or maybe it wasn't as bad as I really initially thought it was. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I was being too critical of the situation. She really was a great partner. Now,
but also though, it's what it comes down to is she's going to be a changed person. So, and she's going to grow from this situation.
Correct.
Which causes her, dude, I feel like girls complain about this all the time. They always make their exes into the person they actually wanted to date in the first place. Have you heard girls say that where when I dated him, he was a fucking asshole or whatever. Yeah. And then now, since we broke up, he became such a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I think honestly, a lot of relationships to me, I'm realizing it's a lot of it's timing, where you are in your journey versus where they are in their journey. It has to align. It's not even just about personality. It's not just even about compatibility. Timing is so fucking important, and timing on their journey of learning. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where are you in terms of your patterns? Like for me, I'm not going to be in a successful relationship until I recognize this pattern, learn to overcome it, and learn to deal with it. I truly believe the next relationship I do get into, if I do find somebody aligned that does live here, and again, those things for me are in alignment, I'm giving you a shot. And I'm going to learn, or I'm going to try my hardest to overcome those things. Now, 5 years from now, I could be having a way different conversation. I'd probably be like, yo, fuck that bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I gone a year or two and it's like, whew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was a lot for me. So maybe I'm not even fully ready for the next person. Who the fuck really knows? I guess you don't necessarily know for certain when somebody is going to be ready. A lot of it's kind of random in a lot of ways. Right now, I'm purely single. Purely. Like, yes, this long distance thing just happened, but like, dude, this is a promise. I don't have a single person that I'm even looking at and thinking, wow, I could probably go on a date with her. Because the other thing too is I don't want to do long distance. So now that everybody on Instagram is essentially cut off, the only people I have are the people that I see on my day-to-day, and I live inside my fucking house and I work from home. The only people I really see where I can shoot my shot is probably at the gym, the grocery store, or just, I guess, random things that we do. You know what I'm saying? I want to pick the girl up actually in person too. I don't want to, I'm not on dating apps. I'm not shooting my shot that way. I'm not trying to electronically hit somebody up.
Well, I don't know. I might electronically hit somebody up through like a DM.
Oh, you're right about that. I guess it's not. The thing is, I just don't explore and find people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't explore either. It's usually like it's in my face. And
they come to you.
Yes. No. Again, I'm not saying girls come to me. That's not what I'm saying.
They come to you, baby. No, I know exactly
what doesn't happen.
But what you're saying is what happens in my case as well, right? Like both have platforms. Girls see us and they're like, oh, this guy's funny or this guy's cool.
But even I remember when like in high school, it was kind of the same thing where like you would just like, girls would add you on like Facebook or something like that. And then that's where I would shoot my shot in the DMs. That was really my thing.
So I was thinking that when you said, oh, girls shoot your shot, I was like, essentially just follow.
No.
Like just follow a guy and that's you shooting your shot. If you followed him, and then that's it. That's all you need to do.
If you want to add something like a story.
Oh, if you like a story, it's game over. It's game over.
But although I wouldn't say that because sometimes girls like my story, and I know for a fact it's all platonic. So
well, if they're just your friend.
Well, not even.
It also depends on what stories they're liking.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So, like, if it's the thing is, I don't post stories much, and if it is, it's like
that's
usually
true.
Weird or some shit.
That's one thing too. I want to overcome is like not my new, but what I really want to try to hone in on and focus in on. My best is, dude, showing up online, and again, not sexualizing myself. Like, there's a lot of times where I'm like, oh, I look good today, so I want to be on stories. Where I'm like, no. Why don't I just show up and just be my regular self? And if I happen to look good, so be it. I want to get out of this mindset of, and being again,
hot.
No, I don't care about that.
I want to stop looking sexy online. Put a bag over your head.
No, but my point is just like it's legit. There are times where like, I'll like be like, oh, I look good right now. I did my hair or whatever.
30 minutes taking a selfie.
Yeah, exactly.
How many takes? 100?
Yeah. No.
Do you have them all saved?
No, I do have them saved. I had about probably 11 or 12. Honest.
Oh, that's it in 30 minutes? You were posing hard for those
20.
You're like,
well, no, sometimes
right?
No, sometimes it's just like you're analyzing, okay, are they even good? So you're kind of like looking at them. I'm like,
you're spending time looking at like the actual picture.
But here's what happens. The longer you look at a picture of yourself or the longer I look at a video of myself, the more likely I am to not post it.
1,000%. With videos, like I don't post pictures really, but with videos, 100% like clips, dude, I like try not to watch it after I like edit it because of the fact that if I watch, especially if it's a clip of like me doing something like serious.
Yeah.
If it's serious
freaks you out.
Yeah. I don't like anything like, I don't like talking about like dating. I don't like watching me talk about dating.
It freaks you out. I mean, we just had a really great conversation about it. Honest.
No. I know. But I don't like watching a clip of me talking about dating.
I get it. See, we all have like our like weird insecurities about this shit.
Because it's like, yo, who am I to say anything? Like, that's why I feel like
who is anybody? You know, everybody's got a fucking opinion about this shit.
Yeah.
But I think ours is pretty grounded. I'm gonna be honest.
No. I it's not that I don't think it's grounded. I just think that like on a clip, people might be like, "Yo, who's
like fuck this guy?"
bozo.
What do you think people think about me?
No, I feel
fuck
like
this
obviously
guy.
it's good. Obviously,
it's not bad.
They agree.
See, my problem is I wish I wasn't smart online. I wish I was funny.
Damn, dude, maybe
that sucks.
You should get funny. No, dude, that's weird because sometimes I feel like, damn, I wish I was smart online.
Yeah, we all want what we can't have, or
I know,
what we're not.
I guess it is.
And you know what I'm saying? It's like like sometimes I don't like to be represented by being so serious. You know what I'm saying? It really is annoying. Like I'm just like I'd rather just be goofy.
Shit,
yeah,
bitch.
Exactly. Like fuck that. But I think finding a combination of both is really the key because I feel like that's what we are at our core is a combination of those two things.
Yeah.
We're not one or the other. And I think it's hard when we are just one because we're also not a clown. I'm also not a clown either.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And I am a clown.
You're
That's what I feel like right now. Everybody's laughing. Stop laughing.
No, it's not the crowd.
Serious. Everybody thinks I'm
Stop
joking. I'm not joking about this.
He's being serious.
I'm being dead ass.
He's low self-worth, right?
Yeah.
Leave him alone.
They're laughing at me. It's not with me because I'm not laughing. I'm dead ass.
That's right. Okay. Well, okay. You did great. I think that's good.
Yeah.
I feel like we're at a lengthy period here. Thank you for coming on.
Yes, thank you.
Tell them I guess where they can find you.
Oh
listen to
Jay's Peculiar Mind. You can listen to my podcast.
Yeah.
On Instagram and YouTube and Apple and Spotify.
Wherever it is. Where you listen to if you're listening to this, you're listening to a podcast. So you can listen to his podcast.
I
same
had
app.
him on.
Yeah.
It's called
Lead with Sex.
Lead with Sex, episode 47, I believe.
There you go. So if you're interested in listening to us,
it was one of the best episodes that I've had. So
it's the best.
Listen to it.
My
co-hosts cry.
Yes, we love tears. I thought I was gonna cry today.
Oh, really?
I thought I was going to cry.
Damn, bro. What the fuck? You should have told me or I would have been prepared to cry.
Do you need to be prepped?
Yeah, because I can do it.
No, my problem is because I thought I was going to cry. No, don't do it. That's weird.
I'm trying, bro.
No, listen, you're about to take a shit. You good?
Did you see it?
No, it's freaking me out. Good.
He's okay.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming on.
Yes.
Let's see. Any one last things?
Do you have something to say to them?
No, it's not really for them. Fuck them.
Were you going to tell them how to...
I don't know. I'm not telling them shit. Fuck them.
I thought you were going to teach them something. Like
no,
one of your sexual moves.
All right. Wait, maybe I should give him a sexual move.
Yeah. Let me see how you finger a girl. What fingers do you use?
Oh... Well, okay. My index.
Okay.
Index. And if I'm going from the top,
thumb.
You just use your thumb?
It's most.
Honestly, it might be a little bit easier. My thumb is double jointed.
You could do a lot with the thumb.
Maybe you're right.
It's underrated, but it doesn't go far.
Sometimes, I've been doing this thing where like sometimes I'll do all four.
You're fucking
expert, bro. Book smart.
The New York girl.
Book smart.
That shit.
Oh no. I really don't think
that shit.
I don't. I'm gonna keep it real. Like most of the time I bang, I'm gonna be really honest. I'm not.
Do not touch the vagina with your hands.
No. That's not true. It's just like I'm just not. I'm way more dick than foreplay. I would say my sex is 95% dick, 5% foreplay. Oh. But also, I will say this too. The reason that is because I haven't really been with somebody long enough to the point where like I don't know the actual dick part is. Does that?
I feel like this makes sense. I've been thinking about this. I just thought about this because like the first times you have sex with people,
there's not a lot of foreplay
because it's weird to have them just suck your dick.
That would be weird. Why were you going to suck my dick for 30 minutes? That would be insane.
Yeah, that would be rude.
It's rude.
Well, actually, no, that's not true because normally when I start, I probably eat a girl out just to show her like, oh, look at what I can do.
But see, okay, that's wild because if you're doing it with a casual sex hookup,
well, I've never had that.
So that's my point.
Problem.
That's my point. Is like sometimes you're a little hesitant. I'm like, do I really want to like put my head down there right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a little weird. It's not weird. I've definitely done it where like we've started with that
because you don't know what's down there.
It's not bad. I've had girls be shocked.
That you did it?
Like just to like first thing we've done?
I feel like that's how you start sex. I feel like I make out and then I just go down on them.
That makes sense. Okay, I have done a lot of that too, but for some reason, the last couple times has been more like I would say hand jobs.
Oh.
It's, you know what I'm saying? Both directions, right? That's how usually I would start. Yeah.
So you've been going like this?
No.
You said the four.
No. But when I meant like four,
professional move.
Timeout. No.
Do you do the spread four?
No.
Oh,
I wasn't saying four in.
You go.
I'm not saying four in. I'm saying like playing the violin.
Oh, like
do like just fucking jittering.
Have you ever done the aider?
Tell a girl, I got the aider.
Spirit fingers.
Yes, get over here.
Yeah, that's how you start. Get over here. Let me see it.
Let me tickle that.
You ticklish?
Yeah, but okay, so like we usually say that's what I'm saying. If they're already wet at that point, though, I'm going right to dick.
Wait, how do you do four fingers though? You really go like this?
No. No. Okay, my whole point is you can use one to diddle. And then you kind of just use the other four, just kind of throw in a little extra at the bottom.
Just to fuck it with it.
Just to fuck with it.
You
just a lot of sensations around.
You're just like, yo, I'm going to just touch that shit.
Yeah.
And you're just going to like
well,
it.
You got to try to find the clit with the one finger, and then the rest you could just fuck with or use your mouth or whatever. But again, I honestly, I really haven't eaten cooch like that in a little bit of time.
Did your ex, the New York girl, she didn't like it?
You know what's wild is you think about this. We were long distance, right? The first time I was in New York, we didn't bang. Second time I was there, she was on her period. When she had come here, she was here for 2 days. I think we did that maybe once or just a little bit. I honestly don't even remember. The second time she came here, she was on her period again. We hadn't had a lot of
period girl.
She's a period girl.
What girls have periods nowadays?
Fucking annoying. No. No, it's pissing me off. But that's the hard part too, is like, yo, when you're on your period, it's like, yes, it's cool because I can now come in you, but at the same time too.
Apparently that's a lie.
I'm telling you right now, it's truth. Like you cannot get pregnant during that time.
Dude, this one girl's like, oh, you can't. I'm like, what?
If somehow your semen stays in there to the point that they get into their ovulation.
10 days.
It's like,
it has to be like 15 days.
I think when she says that, she's probably talking about like, it's the end of their period. You know what I'm saying? But if they're in full flow, there's no fucking way they're getting pregnant.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
I think there's like a really teeny like 0.01.
Yeah.
But my whole point, but so is a condom.
Exactly.
Yeah, what's the difference? But my whole point is during that time, it's like you can't really. What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? It's bleeding everywhere. I'm not gonna lick it. I could a little bit.
You've done it before.
I have done it before.
So obviously, this girl didn't mean much to you.
Jesus Christ. My whole point is it's been a long time since I've gone down there, because the other thing too, there's other girls that I was with too. The only time I slept with them before that, yeah, the last person I did that to like a lot was probably like Texas, and again also long distance. Like I haven't had consistent like sex with a single partner. I probably haven't had sex with somebody more than 50 times since my ex of 5 years ago. Everybody else in between, it has been less than, honestly, probably less than 40, probably less than 30.
Probably less than 20.
There was one girl we've had sex more than 20 times.
Oh. That's a special lad.
A lad. Yeah. She's a lad. Yeah, no. And also too, yeah, she was another one where I feel like she always told me that she only fucked me because I didn't give her number. I didn't make her number increase.
Dude, that's what I do to girls. Like, that's why I always used to fuck my ex, because
you didn't want your number going
situation. Up. Yeah, that's my big thing. I'm very scared of that. But
dude, all right, yeah, we're getting over. All right. Yeah. See you later. Just wanted to say I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And yes, and one last thing on the final topic. Again, wanted to apologize, and also wanted to say that through thick and thin, you are my best friend. And yeah, you're crying.
I was trying.
And no one knows me better than you. And I really appreciate. Yes, I love you a lot.
I'm about to suck dick right now.
And people would be lucky to have a friendship like this in their life. So I appreciate you for going past my commitment issues to commit to me.
Well, I appreciate you for pushing me to be a better person.
Oh, that is really sweet.
Yeah.
That just tickled my fucking tip.
That's what I'm saying. I'm ready.
That's what I'm saying. He's like, that's what I'm saying. All right, I don't know what's going to happen after this, but...
Yo, you guys have no idea. Turn off the camera. Actually, leave it on.
Stay locked.
Let's go.
All right, see you next week. Bye.